Hello to everybody out there. I just want to say welcome. And today I have my guest and friend, Laurie Boran, who is going to tell us today about the soup kitchen.
You have been at the soup kitchen, and some other people have as well. So the soup kitchen provides food to anyone who wants to come in. On Sunday we serve at 1, and the rest of the week we serve at 5:30. And there's no sign up, no anything. We just go make food that happens to be in the pantry or bring our own and serve people who show up. That's it. Simple.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to ask a little bit of a theological question here. As we're a part of the ELCA, in the ELCA's document, Theology of Stewardship, stewardship is talked about in this way. Whenever we talk about stewardship or being a steward after the model of Jesus, we must begin by recognizing that worship of God is the highest form of stewardship. We do not mean a particular ritual or liturgy. We do not mean a particular form of service. We mean a stance, an attitude, a response to God who has revealed God's plan of grace. We mean a desire to seek the teachings and intentions of God. And so, Laurie, I ask you, how do you see your service as an act of worship to God?
Simply put, God's work, my hands.
How do your acts of stewardship affect your life of faith each day?
Stewardship to me seems more of a way of living and thinking and feeling more than the soup kitchen, more than Sunday school, more than even a church activity. It is a whole thought process of living your life.
Well, my last question is, if there are people who are watching that have gifts similar to yours and would like to share it with the world, what advice and guidance would you give them?
I have a couple different points on that. Sometimes we don't know how or what to do to be a steward. Intern Jenny, I believe it was a couple years back, talked about our interests or a spark or a flame. And to me, it's cooking and feeding people. And sometimes we, and me included, go kicking and screaming to whatever the service it is that we're supposed to be doing. And then God works His Holy Spirit in us, and it works out just fine.
And with this kicking and screaming and having the wrestlers and that come, would you say that a lot of the people who have come to help may have the same interest of cooking and feeding people, but may not necessarily, like myself, be the greatest of cooks?
Sure. Yep. Absolutely. There needs to be probably 1 or maybe 2 people in charge of the food. The rest are worker bees, and anyone's capable and able.
And have there been anybody in your experience who started out as a worker, so to speak, but then after getting used to the process has been able to be more in charge over time and help
Definitely.
out? So then this is also a growing experience where if somebody
Most
really wants to
definitely.
do this, they could start out small and it can become bigger over time.
Yes, if anyone can cook, all they need to do is make more pots. To serve 10 or to serve 50 to 60. You just need bigger pots.